Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, world. Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Lagos. Welcome to another exciting episode of your favorite female centric show, Up You with Azine, where we dive deep into topics that matter. How you all doing? Happy Eid to all Muslim faithfuls. We're still on the theme of the month, which is Look Up. Today, we have a very special focus on a topic that resonates deeply with women everywhere in the world. And the topic is Woman, Hold Your Head High. Woman, hold your head high. It's Up You with Ezine, and I'm here to keep you company as usual. So let's do this, my beautiful people. Finding self, finding purpose. My name is Ezine Gufurekanem, and I'm your host. As always, I'm thrilled to have you join us on today's episode, focusing on the empowering message Woman, hold your head high. When I hear the phrase, Woman, hold your head high, I envision a powerful message of self confidence, resilience, and empowerment for women. It evokes feelings of strength, dignity, and pride in one's identity and abilities. This phrase encourages women to stand tall, be proud of who they are, and face challenges with courage and self worth. Overcoming obstacles and embracing one's unique voice and perspective. Overall, it's a reminder that women have the right to be confident, assertive, and unapologetically themselves in every aspect of life. Be kind to follow us on all our social media platforms at Up You with Ezine on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We'd love to connect with you and keep the conversation going long after this episode has ended. Please like and share the stream is one way you help our ministry so we can continue to serve you better. The topic today is Woman, hold your head high. May I remind you that all episodes of Up You with Ezine are on our YouTube and podcast channels at Up You with Ezine. Be sure to follow us and don't miss a thing. Right about now, it's time to bring our guest into the studio. So stay with me. Stay with me as I bring up our guest. If you're just joining us, this is Up You with Ezine, and the topic on the Woman, hold your head high. Our guest today is Angela Izegbu, also known as Angela Loks, also known as the Phenomenal Woman. Angela is a distinguished figure in Nigeria's music industry, earning her title from a memorable rendition of Maya Angelou's poem and a stellar performance at the MTN concert in 2014. Angela is not only a vocal soprano extraordinary, but also a seasoned event planner and music consultant with a wealth of experience and a track record of success. She holds a degree in business administration and a master's in international relations from the University of Lagos. She further honed her musical prowess at the Musical Society of Nigeria, MOSAN, where she received a scholarship under the MTN Foundation Music Scholarship Program. An active member of various choirs and music associations, Angela has conducted seminars, workshops, and conferences, showcasing her versatility across genres from religious to opera and Broadway. Notably, she performed Poulenc's Gloria with the Muson Choir under conductor Michael Vodhart, a first in Nigeria. Angela is a trailblazer, serving as the first female Secretary General of the Lagos Catholic Archdiocesan Music Commission and becoming the first female consultant and judge of the Non-Denominational Christian Choir Association of Nigeria. She represented Nigeria at prestigious international events like the World Choir Games, embodying her commitment to music and philanthropy. Angela's accolades include being named the female ambassador of the people of Oshimili North. Angela is passionate about empowering women and believes in the mantra, Woman, hold your head high. She advocates that a woman should embody two things: who she wants to be and what she wants to achieve. Dear everyone, world over, please join me to welcome a very special guest on the show today. Good morning, Angela. Everybody's Angela in the studio. Good morning, Angela. How are you? Okay, so we're having some glitches. Angela, we can't hear you. Could you please remove your earpiece and let's try? Morning, Angela. How are you? Is your microphone muted? Yes, you're muted, Angela. Unmute yourself. Good. Could you say
Me
something?
now.
Yes, very good. We
Yeah.
can hear you now.
Good morning. How are you, Ezine?
Very, very well, Angela. You look amazing. How are you?
I'm very well.
Looks like you're on your way going somewhere, isn't it?
Yes, I'm in motion.
That's why we have the static that we have. Oh wow. Okay, great. So everyone, Angela Loks in the studio, and so get ready, call your friends, bring everybody in. We're having a very interesting conversation today. The topic is woman hold your head high or hold your head up. So Angela, are you ready?
Yes, I am. I am ready. I'm ready.
Good. So you're known, Angela, for your exceptional talents as a vocal soprano, as well as your expertise in event planning and music consultancy. What does it mean to you personally to embody the essence of holding your head high as a woman?
Okay. Um, like the topic says, there are four key points in this topic. We
Mm.
have hold, we head. Okay, so it says, woman, hold your head high. So let's start with woman. I want us to understand where I'm going to. We have woman, we have hold, we have high, we have head. You, who are you? It is me, it's myself. Ask yourself, who am I? Then it says hold. Now, when you hold to something, what does it mean? It means that it's you go. You understand what it means? You are not letting go. Now, it says your head, upper part of your body. So it means you're up there, okay? And then it says dressing yourself, hold, you're holding on to some looking high. Do you understand what it means? So it means I'm up there, I'm woman, I am great. I'm who I am. I am a woman. I am strong. I am on top. That's what that's my understanding about it. So I am telling you that nobody's moving you. You are up there and your eyes are up high. Your eyes are up there. So when you understand this, really, it helps you all around. That is
Thank
how
you.
I look. That's how I see it.
Thank you, Angela. Um, from what I could grab, because we were coming in and going out, I wish that you can become a bit more stable. From what I could hear from this end, you broke it down. You broke the component of that phrase, woman, hold your head high. So, first of all, you realize that you're a woman, you accept that you're a woman, you enjoy being woman, then you ask yourself, who are you? And then when you define who you are for yourself in a way that it makes sense to you, then you decide to hold yourself high, by looking up. You're already up, like you said. So you look up and then you hold your head high. and then you go about becoming who you want to be and achieving what you want to achieve. That's very brilliant. Thank you very much. Okay,
Appreciate.
going on. Can you please share a personal experience or a defining moment in your life that taught you the importance of holding your head up as a woman?
Well, it's a personal one, but let me share this experience. 2 years back, I'm looking at for those who do not know, I have a son, okay, and I just had my son. Challenging. It was a very tough time because so I was a young growing girl at that time. I was in school for some time and I had to drop out of school, and then family. It was a very challenging period, I can tell you. So at a stage, I looked to be a mother. Don't get me wrong. And then for someone who's a young mother, it's an achievement to school. I wanted to go to school, but I had to leave it to take care of my son. In time, I kept wondering, how do I cope? How do I go for?
Network is glitching us up, but please stay with us. Don't go anywhere. Angela was just sharing with us a personal experience that helped her or define and taught her the importance of holding up her head as a woman. She was sharing with us about the time when she had her son, and she was still a very young girl, and she needed to make choices, you know, um, parenting her young child and also putting herself to school. It must have been very challenging for her. So while we wait for Angela to come back, if you have any questions, any contributions, if you're on this live, please say something so that we can continue chatting while we wait for. Okay, Angela is back, so I'll just put her back on. Yes, Angela, welcome back.
Okay, yes. Thank you very much. Yes, so
Yeah.
I'll share my experience. Yes, so I said I was a young mother, and at the
Mhm.
same time, I wanted to go to school. I
Yeah.
didn't know how to combine the two. Person who can limit myself from being who or what I wanted to be was myself. And I said,
Mhm.
look, education is quite important. And being a mother is also important. These are two. How do I marry the two? And, guess what? I just go back to school, and then I try to I could sing because I was using my singing abilities to get things for myself, but it wasn't enough. So I had to challenge myself and said, you know what, I have to go back to school. And then I went to school. It wasn't easy because I had to be a mother, when I come back, and then morning hours I went to school. But guess what, I was able to do that for those, able to pull through even when things were bringing me down. I said no, I had to continue, and then that was how I got my degree. I got, the rest is history. So the word there is, I didn't let myself, I didn't let challenges pull me down. I insisted that this is what I wanted to do, and this is what I want to achieve, and indeed I got it. And then of course I'll share other experiences and others followed. So I would say that was the first experience for me,
Well
in,
done. Well done, Angela.
experience.
Well done, well done. Bravo, honestly, because what you've just shared with us now, just so casually, is something that cripples a lot of people. There are people that because they had children early, or they had a child early, ended up not going to school at all. They just
Hmm.
couldn't hold up their head. They just couldn't look up. They just allowed that episode, that event, and the circumstance just swallow them up and they couldn't do anything anymore. But look at you today. What are we talking about? You have a first degree, you have a master's degree, and nothing is stopping you anytime soon. So you are just a real good poster card for this conversation that we're having Woman, hold up your head. Yes. But you see, I'm going to ask you and press you for more examples because I'm sure there are lots of people who are listening and who will even come after now who are in the situations that we're talking about. There is a single mother, someone somewhere here today, I am very certain, who would want to go to school, but who feels, oh, how do I do it? The fact is that if you get an education, you'll be in a better position to train up your child. So
Good. All
Angela
right.
is Angela is now your poster card. So, Angela, please tell us, mm, tell us more. How did
Hmm.
you overcome, in the face of that challenges and adversity? How did you pull through?
All right. Let me give this point. The first point, reflection of myself. Self
Mm,
reflection. What does it? It means reflecting on who you are and recognizing your strengths. You
mm-hmm,
must recognize that, okay, I have, you may not know how far it will take you at first, but
mm-hmm,
you recognize that strength. You know that, okay, I have it there. I have this self confidence. That's the first step, okay? Now,
mm-hmm,
the next step is to set boundaries for your, accomplishments. You're going to set boundaries. What do I mean by boundaries? We have long-term boundaries, short-term realistic boundaries. I'll give
mm-hmm,
an example. As at that time, I was still young. I knew that I wanted to be a great woman. Okay, of course, everybody has this dream. I wanted to be a great singer on the stage and all that. But it just doesn't come like that, isn't it? You start
mm-hmm,
small. So you start setting small boundaries. And first of all, I have to go to school. I said, okay, the first step will be, let me go to school. Okay. Now, after going to school, what do I do? I learn to start singing. I learn to start networking. It goes on like that. And then, so those are small boundaries you set. Gradually, from small boundaries, you get into the big ones. Okay.
mm-hmm.
Now, the third thing that helped me was challenging. Now, do not limit your beliefs. Yes, there will be negative thoughts that will come your way. Sometimes a voice may come into you and say, look, this thing, I don't think I can do it. You must always challenge that. When it comes, you can't help it. Oh, yes, I agree, but you have to challenge it by, to turn it the other way around and make it positive instead of having, okay, I say I can't do it is a negative thought. You could
Mm-hmm.
say I think I, it becomes positive. So that mindset, that negative mindset, to a positive mindset. Okay. Now, you should also surround yourself with people who are ready to support you. Of course, the very first people who will support you is your family. That's the closest you need to it. Yes, you have family members who would, maybe your immediate siblings, if your parents are alive, your parents, your siblings who will support you because you need that. People to morally boost you to say, don't worry, it's okay. I know what you're going through. It's okay. These things help. Okay, so these are the things that, these are some of the, the things that helped me, and also for those who are experiencing similar issues, these 4 points would really help you get to what you want.
Oh, wow.
So it worked for me else too.
Thank you very much for sharing. These are very deep insights. First of all, know who you are, know your strengths. You may not know how far your strengths will carry you, but just know your strength and start from somewhere. And then when that voice of doubt comes, that negative voice comes to say, you can't, who are you? Who do you think you are? Can you not see so and so? It happened to so and so and they never recovered. Tell them I'm not so and so. I am. You call your name, and then you do what? You step out and you start a little at a time. And then you find that you keep growing muscles like Angela. You see, I like what Angela said. Angela said she knew she wanted to be a great woman. She didn't know how, but she knew she wanted to be a great woman. And so, if that was her knowing, then nothing was going to stop her from becoming a great woman any which way. Ah, this is powerful. This is so
Mm.
powerful. Welcome, everybody on
Yes.
the stream. It's good to have you join us this morning. Adebayo Janet says, ignorance, they say, is a disease. And that's quite true. Good morning, everyone. So, Angela, Ah, it's easy for us to talk. They say talk is cheap, yeah? But the fact is that many women struggle with self-doubt. And the societal pressures is much, man. The pressure is much to breaking limits, man. So how can women cultivate the courage to be who they want to be and achieve what they aspire to? It's one thing to say to yourself, I'm going to be a
Mm,
great, but when life happens, when society puts
mm,
pressure on, when all of that happens,
mm.
the fact that women, uh, we can see we doubt our capabilities. Society has told us that we
Yes.
are not complete without certain things, and so we doubt that we can. What do you have to say about this?
Okay. Yes, these things come in. Society is one is one issue that women have to go through. Like I said, first and foremost, before you set out to do anything as a woman, you must believe in yourself. Yourself matters. I keep emphasizing that. If you do not love yourself, not acknowledge yourself, it becomes difficult to go on to the next step. So just understand that this society pressure and expectation is normal. You must acknowledge it. Okay, so do not judge yourself or go into extreme depression that, okay, why is this happening to me, why is it me, why me all the time, or why you must not judge yourself, because when you start judging yourself, then you start having negative thoughts and then limitations coming. So you must accept it that it's normal. That's the first thing. Secondly, challenge those negative thoughts. Like I said, replace them with positive affirmations. Always replace them, with positive affirmations. Redefine what success means to you. Very
Hmm.
important. Now, success, people, to society may mean different things. I'll give an example. A woman, it's normal, or it's an acceptable norm in society that when a woman is between her 20s, maybe early 20s to mid 30s, she should have gotten married, she should have kids, and all that. That's society norm. For them, that's success. To some other women, that is not success. I don't have to be married to be successful. I may not have to have children to be successful. I may choose a career path and do well in it and come out successful. Yes, some people see that as success. Now, what is success to you? To you, how do you want to be successful? Like I said earlier, I always I wanted to be a good singer, a big singer. I wanted to have a few degrees, go to school. I was very particular about education. Go to school. I wanted to be a mom. These are the things that belong to me. I don't know for someone else. So, what's success to you? Whatever it is you work, negative thoughts that are coming to you from society, or limit negative pressure coming to you from society, and it helps you focus on that goal. So when what it is you want to achieve. Okay, so that is my own tip on this. That's what I would say. You know, focus, focus on that success. Focus on what it is you want to be, and the sky is your limit.
You just made a very valid point that I think we should drum and drum and drum for everyone to grab. Define what success means to you. There is no blanket definition for success. Success is personal. Success to
Correct.
me might just be an ability to bring women to come on my platform and talk, and I'll consider myself very successful. And to another, it could be an ability to get married and have 9 children, and they kill a goat for her for having 9 children. For another, it could even be get married and not have any children at all. It all depends on what you define for yourself that success should look like. And so, therefore, one cannot judge another and say you are not successful. And that's why we should all hold up our heads after we've made that definition for ourselves. That's a very, very valid point you just made there. Thank you so much. Thank you. So,
Very
moving on.
mm,
I think if we got to know ourselves for ourselves and we knew our strengths and our weaknesses and we defined the playing field for ourselves, it will help us build self-confidence and self-worth. You think?
yes, yes, indeed, yes. Now, speaking of confidence, okay, there are so many things that come to play when you talk of confidence. But this reminds me of my early days in singing. It just took me back, when I started singing. I used to be afraid to come on stage, all that, But one very major, very major point in being confident is self, yourself. How well do you take care of? Can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah.
Go ahead, I can
So
hear
I
you.
said how. So I said, how well do you take care of yourself? When I say yourself, I am talking of in and out,
Mhm.
physical, mentally. Physical, of course, good diet, eat well, fruits, vegetables, exercise. Yeah. Mentally, how do you take care of yourself? Cultivating inner strength, resilience, to negative thoughts, affirmation to, positive thoughts. Yeah, so this plays a very large role. Self care is important to being courageous. Okay, so trusting in your abilities, you have to trust that, okay, this is my ability, I can soar with this. This helps you in being courageous. Okay, so all this it comes to play when you have to be courageous. You have to, when you have come out to speak to people, you must have affirmed in your mind that, okay, I can do this, I believe I can do this. Challenges will come. Yes, there will be challenges, but when you challenges and successes work hand in hand. Okay, when challenges come, just take note of them, and when successes come, celebrate yourself, appreciate those successes. It's like, when you say someone count your blessings, name them one by one. Yes, may have been negative times, tough times, but when you count your blessings, you find out there are more than the negative part. This helps you, this builds your confidence, this builds your courage. So look more on the positive side than on the negative side. Okay, that's what I would advise for one who wants to be courageous and speak
So,
out.
essentially, look up. Essentially, woman, look
Great.
up. And when for you to look up, your head has to be high up. For you to actually look up, your head has to be high up. So, woman, look up. Brilliant. Angela, I came across a post you made for IWD 2024. So, in that post, you emphasized that a woman should be both who she wants to be and what she wants to be. Can you elaborate on this? It's such an empowering philosophy.
Okay, who do I want to be? The first question is, do I want to be a role model for someone? You should know people are looking up to me for something. Or first of all, before you get there, you are looking up to someone, and then you build that person, shapes you into what you should also realize that people are going to be looking at you too. Do I want to be a role model to someone? How do I become a role model to somebody? Positively, yes. Like I said, self assured in your abilities. You know that this is what I want to do. Celebrate your accomplishments, celebrate your achievements. Set boundaries. I always say that set your boundaries. No, this is what I want to achieve. Focus on what I want to get. Self reflection on who you are. Challenge limiting beliefs. Anything that limits your beliefs, please challenge it and say, no, get behind me, Satan. Forgive me for using that word. Okay. So You are being a role model. Okay. Sorry, I didn't want to use that biblical phrase, but I just,
It's
take
fine.
care of
It's
yourself.
fine.
Focus. Okay, that's fine. Focus on your strengths. Redefine what success means to you. Redefine what do I achieve? What do I want to be? What do I want to do? Speak up. Celebrate achievements when you see people are making progress, and they are being, please celebrate good things. When you see good things, please celebrate it, even in your own life, no matter how small. Celebrate achievements. Okay, these are things that can help you, be a sort of support to some other woman. Be a listening ear to someone. Give counsel, if you can, to someone who needs that, who needs advice or who needs help. Okay, these are things that will, these are things that will help you. Those are the things. When I made that post, when I made, these are the things I was looking out for in myself, and I said I can be a role model. I can do this. I can do this. Share with my fellow sisters, celebrate my fellow sisters in whatever they're doing. Try to be more. Let me put it that way. Strive to be more. That's it. It doesn't mean that you are not more, but keep striving. So if I get a degree, I can say, okay, maybe I can even try getting a master's degree. Okay, let me try getting a PhD. It goes on and on like that. I'm a market woman. I'm selling, maybe my shop starts with 10 tubers of yam. I can decide, let me even grow. Let me get like 20 more tubers of yam. Grow, expand. See yourself expanding, see yourself in the bigger light. Like the topic says, hold your head high, because when your head is high, you're looking up. And when you're looking up, you're thinking, what next? How can I do, what can I do next? What can I, how can I empower somebody? What can I do next? That's it. How can I be more? That's it. Those are the things that helped me, and refine who I am. And it's working. It seems to be working for me. By the grace of God, we keep going higher and higher. We aim to go higher. That's it. So
Dr.
those are the
Angela
things
Look
that work for
sounds
me.
very nice.
Amen. I'm going there. I'm getting there. I'm get,
Good. Dr. Angela Look
I'm
sounds
getting
very, very nice, and I can't wait to hear it.
I'm getting there. You can say that.
Okay.
You can say that
Okay,
again. We will
great. I really
we'll
like
celebrate.
everybody. You heard it here first. You see, I didn't know she was even doing anything. I just said it, and then it's happening. So that's what happens when you have when you're celebrating other people, when you are happy, when other people are going up. You just create a puddle of joy, and then it also reflects back at you. Let me tell you something. I found that lately. I just recently learned that, of course, all our body is filled with cells, and that our cells actually have memories and they remember. And that when you celebrate yourself, the cells remember. And then so if you celebrate yourself today for something little, and then tomorrow you want to celebrate yourself for another thing little, the cells just keeps storing all these your memories. And before you know it, you are a bunch of happiness everywhere you go. Nothing can bring you down. And then, of course, that means that you are just like effervescence. Who doesn't like somebody who is cheerful, who is fun to be around, and all of that? Nobody wants a grumpy old person around them. So it's nice to celebrate yourself. That's what the whole up you philosophy is about. If you do something, if you achieve something, you celebrate yourself. You give yourself a thumbs up. You say, up you, and then you keep going. Thank you, Angela, for letting us know all about that. And thank you for telling us that we should also be supporting ourselves in this thing, because if it doesn't come naturally, right? It's something that is learned. We all have to learn it, how to do what, how to look up, and how to keep our heads up. Most times, you find that something happens, you just want to go like this. And frankly, when you go like this,
Hmm.
you're looking down and there's nothing down. There's nothing
Yes.
down. There's no power in looking down.
Down.
It brings all kinds of things.
Exactly.
It
That's
gives the impression of of shame. It gives the impression of defeat. It gives the impression of giving up. It gives the impression of being tired. Just think about it all the time, that anytime you go like this, if you're not meditating or praying,
Yes.
whatever it is you're doing is negative. But when you
Yes.
stand
That's
up,
it.
you stand up to your
Mm.
full height. Like they say, own it with your full chest. You stand up to your full
Yeah.
height with your chest all out, and then you look up. That's some power right there. So yes, yes, yes. So please, could you give us some more thoughts? Could you stretch that thought a bit on how strategies for women helping each other to find their strengths and to keep their heads high?
Okay. All right. Let's talk of leadership. Leader, like I said initially, being a role model to someone helps, it helps a lot, supports, keeps you up there. So even when you're going down, there's a hand lifting you. So scripturally, even in biblically, you see where the Lord says, oh, when you're done, hang on to me and I'll, lift you up. So you need support,
And
strength. You need leadership. Someone has to be leader, yes, to demonstrate, resilience, to say, okay, hold on to this, don't worry, you have great opportunities, you inspire others. Okay. Then networking plays a large role too. Look at you now, I'm on your show. Networking plays a large role. You talk to people, you meet people, you explain, this is what I do, this is, speak up, speak up. That's the word. You should speak up. Network.
you know what's
Now, I'm not saying
amazing? You know what's amazing?
okay.
You remember how we met? On a different
Yeah,
platform
oh,
completely. And we
yes,
never knew at
indeed.
that time that this platform was going to
So,
comfort and I will also be on this platform. So a
exactly. So
very
you
solid,
see,
valid point for networking.
indeed, so networking is very important. No, don't underestimate it, but talk to people, relate with people. Okay, if someone
Mhm,
sings very well, come, oh, that was very good of you. You sang very well.
mhm,
Oh, somebody preaches well
mhm,
in. I loved your whole you preach. Somebody writes well. Oh, I loved the way you write. You see, these are things that
mhm.
they become models to, and it helps you, shapes you to become better. Okay, so networking is also very important. Value, connection, and opportunities. Opportunities can come from anywhere. Someone can say, oh, I remembered so person. It could be flimsy. Oh, I do this. I sell yams, I sell shoes, I sell clothes. And then one day, somebody somewhere needs clothes and he says, oh, I remember so Angela mentioned this to me. Oh, and it gives you an opportunity there. Okay. Now, decision making also is very important as a woman. Like they say, the choices you make, define who you are.
Determines,
So
yeah.
decision making, you should trust. Yes, your decisions, stand firm. Or if you have taken this decision, this is what I want to do, this is what I want, please stand firm on it. Except there are, issues here and there where you have to, mend them. It doesn't mean you cut it completely. Maybe you want to adjust some, but stand firm on this your decision. Your emotional well-being too is very important. You have to be emotionally strong to be carry out something. See yourself in a better image. Just see, forget what you're looking at. Look inside you and see a reflection of what you are. This will help you handle stress. Help you handle setbacks. Challenges that come your way. So these are the few points I think would help you. Your instincts, trust your instincts. Also trust your instincts. Your mind says it's not for me, it's not for you. It's not for you. Don't venture. For example, I'm a singer, I'm an event planner. Some people are tailors, hairdressers. Okay, it doesn't work for me. You won't say because Mr. A is making it or Cynthia is making it there. It may not be your calling. Focus on what your
Mhm.
calling is. Focus on what you feel you can do, your own strengths, and develop it. And you bloom. You bloom there. So
Yes.
these few
Last
points I
last week
think
on
I
the
want.
show, Last week on the show, our guest said, stay in your lane of giftedness. And that's the same thing that you're saying.
Just
Stay in your lane of giftedness. Okay, Angela, you've broken a few
that's
ceilings in your career. You amazingly, uh, you have, when I was reading your profile, I'm going back to look at it. Um, you became the first female Secretary General of the Lagos Catholic Arc Diocesan Music Commission. You also became the first female consultant and judge of the Non Denominational Christian Choir Association of Nigeria. And as if that is not enough, you are also um, something for people of Oshimiri North. Yeah, female ambassador of the people of Oshimiri North. These things sound like things that are in the male domain. How did you break these ceilings to become all of this?
in fact, when I can laugh over it now, because I knew what I went through to get those achievements. They were not easy.
Mm,
I can tell you, they
mm,
were not easy. Being the first female of its kind, especially in the music commission, of course, we had lots of people sing, but there was a difference. Okay, now, like I said, you have to focus on your, isn't it? You have to focus. So, focus is the key word here. Focus. Know who you
Somebody
are.
please put that
When
in
you
the
know
stream.
who you
Focus
are,
is the key word.
focus is the key word, though, isn't it? There'll be lots of distractions. So, some people will call them
Mm,
thorns. You know what thorns? Okay, Rose, there are thorns in between. You put your finger and it sticks you, and you're like, Are you sure I can pick this?" You say, "No, I can continue." There were thorns in between. There were times when I didn't believe I could do that. Even when I got there, it was difficult because I wasn't getting a lot of support. After, who is she? Are you sure she can do this? But I was focused. Your eyes on the ball. Someone once told me that your eyes on the ball. See, if there's a ball in your front and sideways, maybe the rain comes, the storm, just focus on that. Focus
hmm.
is the right word. There will be distractions. There will be distractions. I can tell you that for free. There will be distractions. People are just there to pull you down. People are there to make sure that you do not succeed. But stand strong. Know who you are. Your self worth matters to you. Do not let anybody's judgment of you hinder who you are. A lot of people are going to make judgments of who you are. Sometimes when you even hear these things or you see this thing, you are like, is it, could that be me? You'll be
Is it me?
wondering if it's your same, yes, or someone else. I remember when in the music commission, we had secretaries, we have male, we had lots of males. Okay, and I was the first female. It wasn't easy working with my boss because my boss was quite difficult, and there were lots of tasks, lots and lots. I'm like, at a stage, I'm like, look, I don't think I can do this anymore. Funny and interestingly, it was my boss who said, "Yes, you can do this." And I said, "How could I have said that?" And then that positive affirmation came to me, and I said, "Look, I can do this." I started gradually. The word is gradually. Now, you may not have to do them at once. It may be difficult doing them at once, but a step at a time, a step at a time, a step at a time. Gradually, I was getting there. I was gaining some form of experience. I was learning. Even when I was going to do some solos too, they said, "Angela, you are the only female that's going to do it a step at a time." I was taking it one step at a time. So that helped me to feel my worth. I knew who I wasn't going to let anybody to say or anybody's judgment of who I am to limit me from what I was or who I was going to be. And like I said, focus your eyes on the ball. These things helped me. These are the things that these three keywords are the things that helped me. And I am proud of who I am today because of these three keywords. Okay. So this helped me a lot. It did. Focus.
Thank you very
Trust your
much.
ability.
Focus.
Judgment of, yes.
Focus. Eyes on the ball. I'm going to write these things down and I'll start using them as mantra. Focus. Eyes on the ball. But there's something you said that I particularly like. Um, know your what. See, it all boils down to know yourself, know your what. Because you see, in these days that we're living, the social media life, where it's amazing, but if you go to your page and you say you will get 50 comments on just that people are going to interpret that as if they were with you, as if they know why you
Exactly.
wrote as if they will even interpret the you that you wrote the you will now be wondering, is it this my ordinary that I just exclaimed now because a bottle fell on my leg and I said, okay, let me write it that everybody is now commenting on. So if you are living in this time and you do not know yourself and you do not know your what, with all the opinions you get on anything that you do or do not do on social streets, you might just end up losing yourself. You might just end up becoming depressed and then cause yourself some mental stress. Please, could you speak to
True.
the fact that the whole
True.
world has an opinion about you? And then whose opinion should really matter to you? It should be the one you carry about yourself for yourself. Because if you say you can, then you can. If you say you cannot, then you are right as well. So, Angela,
Hmm.
I'm happy that you said know yourself
Yes.
what, and be
That
sure
too.
that the opinions that you're listening to are the ones that validate you.
Let it not limit you. You must not let anyone's judgment of you limit you. The only one who has the power to judge is God. So don't let anybody's judgment of you. Most of those judgments are, presumed. They say presumption most times, supersedes reality, and that is true. What people presume to be, there are no facts, and it's not true. What they presume to be sometimes is not what reality is. So when you start listening to people's judgments of, it hinders you. It hinders you. Before you know it, you are going through emotional stress. You are becoming depressed, and those things hinder you from going forth. It hinders. It's like you're looking down. You're supposed to be looking up, and someone is dragging you down. Gradually, you're looking down. What happens?
Mm.
You're losing focus. You're looking down. So you when you in fact the topic rhymes with being focused because your head is up there. Hold, when it says hold your head high, is a verb. So if you are holding on to when you're holding on to something, you are there. Nothing is pushing you down. That's what I'm trying to say. So you are up there. Nothing is you feel
Hold,
like talk from your eyes are there. That's where I'm going. I'm going to Canaan land. I'm not
hold.
going back to Egypt.
Exactly, hold. If you get tired, get something, just
Exactly.
hold, keep it in place, keep it high. I like the way you're breaking it down. You say it's a verb. So it must always be in action. So just
Yeah.
hold. It wants to
It's an
drop,
action.
you hold.
But thought is
Oh wow.
yes. That's the action. So that your head, the action is you are holding on there. Forget what anybody's. You are there. This is what I want to achieve. Like you said, you said Dr. Angela Locks. Who says I can't be Dr. Angela Locks? Once I see myself, okay, I want to get a PhD and I'm there. No matter the stress, so I will get there. See that doctor? I'm gonna be, gradually set limits, boundaries, and gradually you find out that you are there. That gives you self-esteem, self-satisfaction. Now, this is who I am. That is, I know my worth. I know who I am now. I can get there. I could get there, and I got there. That is it. When you know who you are, nothing shakes you. Nobody limits you.
Let me speak like the
You are
Gen Zs. You're
unstoppable.
busting my brain. You're busting my brain. He says, I could get there and I got there. And that's at the end
Yes,
of the
that's fine.
day, that validation for yourself is what matters. I got there. I did what I wanted to do. I became whom I wanted to be. I achieved the things I wanted to achieve. It really doesn't matter what you think or what you don't think. I did it. Amazing
I did.
stuff.
I did.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
Okay, very quickly, let's move forward. Angela, looking back on your journey, what are you most proud of in terms of your ability to hold your head high up or up high, as the
Okay.
case may
Let me
be?
get maybe. Okay. Let me give instances. Like I said, I had a young child. I had to go back to school. Then I knew I could sing. I'm a singer. It's an inborn talent, and I kept suppressing it. I kept suppressing it. If a lot of people
Oh,
even
wow.
feel I should even blow in the music, I kept suppressing it. But when I go to church, people come to compliment, and I'm like, is this the voice of God or what? So what happened? I just went somewhere casually. I just sang. Someone walked up to me and said, "Do you know you can be more with this your singing?" I said, "Singing, girl, no, impossible. Let me just sing to my God, and then that's it." And then I went home and I thought about it. I reflected. This was Saineka Nwokedi. He said, "You can be more. You have a good voice and you can do more." I said, "Okay." So I just called him up. I said, "Look, sir, how do you mean?" He said, "Okay, I know about this scholarship opportunity in Muson. You can try it out and see." That was my first journey to Muson. This is one achievement I am proud of any day, anytime. And I just walked in. I said, "Look, I heard there's a scholarship. I'd like to apply for it." A lot of people were there. In fact, some were even laughing. I said, "Where did this one come from?" I said, "No, no problem." So I was scared. I'm like, "Well, like this scholarship is." And this scholarship program is for 30 people in Nigeria. Every year, only 30 musicians get the opportunity. It's sponsored by MTM. So I went in. I didn't have much a formal knowledge about it. I said, "Okay." And so I took the form. They said, "Come for an audition." I came for an audition. Isn't it? Before I could say Jack. In fact, I didn't even know my name had come out on the list. People were calling, "Angela, we saw your name on the list. We saw your name." And that was it. I got scholarship from MTN to read music at the Museum Center. Just somebody telling me that, I think we should go for this. I'm very proud of myself. I see this voice, I'm going to develop it. I said I started building it. I went to school, I graduated, came out from Moson, got a degree in that, and started building. Before you know it, people started calling me. People started calling, "Angela, we need you to come sing here, come do this." I started having contracts. I started blowing. That is one achievement I am proud of. In fact, I am proud of myself any day, anytime that I pursued this. In fact, and by the grace of God, it won't stop there. God willing, I'll also. So I have the degree, the education part, and I still have the music part. So I was proud of that extra accomplishment that I could do this and I got it. Any day, anytime, I'm proud of that. That's how it. I'm proud of it.
Well done, bravo. And now it's time to conquer the international market, isn't it?
Yes, indeed. Indeed. Something coming out soon. Don't worry, you hear about it. You hear
I
about it.
know. Fantastic stuff. So, Angela, thank you very much for today. You have actually done justice to this topic. Despite the fact that you are on the road traveling, you still found the time. This is one thing that women know how to do very well, multitasking. You still found the time to
Yes.
give back to your community, your society, us women. So thank you. We do appreciate you. But before we let you go, could you please share some practical tips or strategies that can help us build
Mm.
resilience and maintain positive self-image? Is important. I know
Okay.
you told us before that we should love ourselves, but could you give us some practical tips?
Okay. Um, I'll start by saying the only thing that can limit you from being what you or who you want to be is you. I'll take that again. The only thing that can limit you or stop you from being who or what you want to be is you. Did you get that? So if you understand what it means that It's only you that can limit yourself from being what you want. When you understand this, you know how to go about it. I'll just stop at that. The only thing that can limit you from being who you or what you want to be is you. Understand that and know peace.
So Angela has just dropped us an assignment. The assignment obviously is for us to decode what she's just dropped now. And for me, oh, let me start by by decoding it from this end. What do you want? How badly do you want it? What will you do to get it?
Hmm.
Because you will get it except you stop wanting it.
Hmm.
You will get it
Indeed.
except you stop wanting it.
Hmm.
So,
Exactly.
everyone, that's your assignment. Go home and ask yourself, how am I stopping myself from becoming who I want to be and from getting what I want to get? How am I stopping myself? In what ways am I stopping myself? But even as you do that, I will still ask you to hold your head up. Don't put it down while you think. Make sure that your head is up, make sure you're
That,
and then go through what Angela has said. Angela has some more things to say. Go ahead, Angela.
well, that's basically you just hit the nail on the head. Then one other thing I'll also add, women, we shouldn't stop learning. We learn every day. We learn.
Mhm. So, women, we should not stop learning.
Not
We
stop.
learn every day. Yes. Yes. So, Angela has just given us two great parting shots. One is nobody can stop you
Continuous learning
except
helps you.
you. And the second one is women, don't stop learning. Make sure you learn something every day. It helps you build your self confidence, it helps you build yourself on the way to where you are going to. Thank you so much, Angela, for your inspiring words and your uplifting perspectives. Thank you for joining us today. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show, in spite of the fact that you're on the road. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dear Up You Women, as we conclude our conversation on this episode today, let me leave you with Angela's post, the one that I saw, the one that got me talking with Angela before we decided to do this episode. And this is where this is it. So please listen up. No, do not bend your head. Hold it high. Look the world in the face. I am honored and proud to be a woman. Yes, I am. Are you? I celebrate all women today and say to us, a woman should be two things: who she wants to be and what she wants to be. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Strong women look a challenge in the eye and give it a wink. There is no force more powerful than a woman determined to rise. Feminism advocates equality, not superiority, as equality for women is progress for all. So there you have it, Angela's poem. Being who you want to be is about defining your authentic self and living true to that identity. Meanwhile, being what you want to be involves pursuing your passions, achieving your goals, and leaving a meaningful impact in your chosen endeavors. So, yeah, keep your head high and go to work on you for you. Yes. This is where we wrap up today's edition of Up You with Azine. It's been another amazing one. Please follow us on all our social media platforms. all our social media platforms, and then at Up You with Azine and put on your notifications. Get copies of our books, and don't forget to be a part of our amazing community. Let's continue this conversation offline. Woman, hold your head high. Big up to everyone that is involved in creating this magic every week. Starting with you, our dear listeners, our guests, and the amazing Up You team. Keep looking up. Bye for now. Till I come your way next week, please keep the videos coming for 1,000 voices to inspire inclusion. My name is Ezinne Kufrekanem, and from Angela and I, it's Up You. Bye. Thank you, Angela. Bye bye. Bye, everyone. Thank you for coming. Please share the stream and see you next week.